Welcome back, everybody, to the VRML. I'm your host, Gibular Bob. Tonight, we've got probably one of the biggest matches we've had yet in the Breachers VRML Season 1, Aspect versus AESIR. And, I mean, you couldn't get a more interesting matchup than this because currently, right now in the NA standings, if we go to our matchup page here, you'll see that AESIR is... that's not working right now. If you go to the matchup page, you would see that AESIR is currently the number 1 team. Oh, none of my buttons are working. Okay. And Aspect, the number 2 team in the entirety of Breachers VRML. Yeah, excuse me. AESIR number 1, and worldwide Aspect would be number 4. But in NA, you got AESIR number 1, Aspect number 2. Now, what's interesting? AESIR an 8-1 win-loss record, but they've only lost once, and to which team was that? It would be Aspect. So it was. This is a completely crazy match here. Aspect are what I would consider to be the giant killer. They've beaten Eternity. They've beaten AESIR. They did lose to Formula 3. They've beaten Wicked. They beat all of these top teams that haven't had a big loss yet. So it's a really fascinating team, Aspect, and they've shown us throughout the season, what they're capable of. They are an extremely tough team. So curious to see what is going to happen here tonight. Not sure what the first map is going to be. Now, I believe we are also doing a headset giveaway from one of our sponsors, so that will be announced in the future. But speaking of sponsors, let's talk about some sponsors here, starting off with Triangle Factory, the developers of Breachers. If you don't know what Breachers is, it is a tactical 5 versus 5, often thought of as the Rainbow Six Siege of VR, and the developer, Triangle Factory, contributes to the VRML Season 1 prize pool. And you will see that prize pool is now $9,000 in cash and hardware. They also give us 2 VRML gun skins, one that you can buy with credits when it drops, and the second that you can that is awarded to the top 8 teams of each region. So currently, both Aspect and AESIR in contention to get this gun skin. So we'll see what happens. Two very, very solid teams. So I'm curious to see who is going to win here. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up. Okay. All right. Sorry, just trying to get stuff to work here. There we go. The matchup screen: AESIR number 1, Aspect number 2. 8-1 record from AESIR, Aspect 6-3. And of course, the best maps for each team: Factory, 88 rounds, 66% of those rounds won from AESIR. Over on Aspect, 30 rounds played on Skyscraper, 67% of those rounds won. So a little below AESIR in the 6-3 standings there, but certainly a very, very solid team from Aspect. All right, so we are going to get started into round 1. Here we go. We'll talk about some of these sponsors. Okay. HyperX Cloud Core giveaway has started. Use VRML to enter the raffle. So there you go. All right, here we go. Starting off on round 1. Let me get the audio back up there so everybody can listen to the wonderful music that Triangle Factory has in Breachers. Starting off, we have Aspect over on the offense. AESIR on the defense. Okay, teams are right. Okay, everything looks to be good. I want to make sure nothing is out of place. All right, here we go as AESIR getting ready right outside. On defense. Aspect getting ready on the offense here, right outside the orange half of the map. We see Gizmo upstairs by printers where red just was. Here comes Aspect making their way into orange storage. Faded looking for some shots there. Hotline goes to swing. Finds some very, very nice damage on Faded as Tech9 Jr. takes out I Blame My Aim. Plunge finding solo as Jess takes out Tech9 Jr. and it's a 3 versus 4. Aspect looking to recover from their push here. Jess all the way out in assembly, about to swing Determined Fear. Oh, it does! What a great flick from Jess, who looks to find a second. Gizmo will take out Plunges. It's now just down to Hotline and Red, and just like that, Aspect have turned the tables on AESIR. You see Hotline playing center right now as Red finds the kill on Jess. And it's now just down to Faded and Gizmos. Gizmo finds Hotline. Looks to pick up a second here on Red. The last member of AESIR standing finds one on Faded. Can Red clutch this up? It's just down to Gizmo to get that EMP planted. Gets one charge on there. Red moving back into assembly. All right, here comes Red, dropping through to assembly. Gizmo finds some very nice shots on Red, and they're both about even on health, 50 to 53, as Red goes to stick the defuse. Pros don't fake, as Red finds 2 charges, looks to pick up the kill on Gizmo, who just barely swings out of Red's line of sight there. The EMP is planted. We're getting down to the 30-second warning as Red sticks the defuse. No way! And what a start here! A tremendous start from AESIR. Gizmo will pick up the kill on Red, but can you believe it? Pros don't fake, and AESIR walk away with that first round. Incredible, incredible defuse there from Red. That's got to be a kind of an annoying start for Aspect here, but figure they have plenty of time to bring this back, and it was so close. Came down to Gizmo there, who probably didn't realize that they already had 2 charges on the EMP defuse there. What a round that was. I kind of want to see that again. Look at this. I mean, we see this right here. Gizmo as Red just sticks it and swings out of the way. Love to see that kind of movement there from AESIR. Red did just an excellent job. I voted A3 in the connoisseur votes. I have a feeling they're going to win. I mean, yeah, going off of pure data, Aspect has already beaten AESIR. They've also beaten Eternity. So they know how these top teams play. And it's certainly apparent here. They almost walked away with that first round. Again, Gizmo nearly found that kill there. Or, excuse me, did find the kill. But Red was able to secure the defuse. Faded solo up on that kitchen hatch. Here comes Determined Fear. They're not watching. Determined finds 1. Looks to pick up a second, and Determined drops 2. A great double kill. That's definitely going to hurt Aspect's push here, as we see I Blame My Aim over on Gravel. Right outside of say A. Jess will take out Determined Fear as Aspect look to recover from those 2 players that they lost early. It's 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. Here comes Tech9 Jr. on orange stairs. Gizmo looks to head back up to the roof. Looks to swing back down as Tech9 tries to find some of those shots. Jess looking to take point here as Gizmo goes back over to, looks like Gizmo's rotating. Yeah, back over to the hatches. Gizmo drops in, looks to cut off Red and Tech9 Jr., but it's getting chopped in the wall, and Gizmo will find 1. Swings over, bit of an overextension. Red will find Gizmo, and Plunge cuts off Jess. It's now just down to I Blame My Aim, who's stuck on Gravel at the moment, and Plunge will secure that kill to give AESIR their second round. Wow, what a round that was. And I think really the highlight that I had of that round has got to be this double kill right here. Look, here comes Determined Fear. Aspect not watching Determined, placing those shots perfectly, finding both Faded and Solo, which really just slowed down that push from Aspect so much, and it made it so hard to recover from the momentum that they lost at the beginning there. We see Aspect heading back up to the roof. It looks like they might try and play that storage hatch. Is this so interesting watching the top two NA teams playing right now? Just the, I mean, you got to be laser accurate here. People are on point in these gunfights with the strategies here. And AESIR has just been on fire in these first two rounds. Round number one, Red clutched that up with a very, very nice defuse. Round number two, went a little more, what's the word? It went more over, it was easier for AESIR that time. They didn't lose quite as many members, less of a nail biter, I would say. Gizmo over in lockers right now as I Blame it gets that breaching foam on the cubby. It might be a two-prong on site A. Yeah, that looks like what it's going to be. AESIR not pushing anybody out into lockers at the moment. Here's one breach as Gizmo tossing a frag. Oh my goodness, that almost found Determined Fear. Very nice response time as Determined tosses a frag of their own, and that finds Gizmo. What a tremendous frag from Determined Fear. Faded out in blue bennies at the moment as I Blame my aim over in storage. Here comes another frag. And that EMP down in the cubby breach. It's going to be difficult for Aspect to push up and recover. Remember, this is the Vezin round for both of these teams. So whoever walks out with this win is going to be looking very nice for the remainder of the first half. Tech9 Jr. finds the kill on Faded as Aspect looking to recover here, but it's a 3 versus 5. Jess all the way over in lockers right now as I Blame just kind of stuck in storage looking for any kind of angle on AESIR. But Hotline swings up over that partition, finds a very nice kill on I Blame. Solo is out over in blue venues. We saw Plunge there. Very nice kill from Plunge as Jess takes out Tech9 Jr. Last one is Jess, and Hotline will push up and take out Jess to give round 3 to AESIR. And what a, this is a hat trick for AESIR. What a round that was, as they seem to found more of their footing here. Round 1, of course, very, very close. But as AESIR gets more money for util, more money for weapons, it's starting to develop in their favor here as we see Aspect going for some half buys. I think they'll have some players who are able to afford some Vezins next round, but I Blame with the RCP, Faded with the Viper, Solo with the Aril, and both Jess and Gizmo running Spectrals at the moment. We'll see what happens here. I mean, this is going to be tough for Aspect no matter which way you put it. A team like AESIR has all 5 Vezins. They've got plenty of util, 2 heals, a bunch of grenades. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a difficult round for Aspect, but if they can get their hands on some more Vezins, we see them going for more of an eco strategy here with only I Blame my aim running an RCP right now. Gizmo swinging into bathroom and caught in a trip mine as Red finds Faded. Solo will take out Red as Jess finds that kill on Hotline. Here comes Tech9 Jr. looking to pick up a kill on Jess, but Jess will secure that instead. Great Spectral kill as I Blame finds Plunge, and just like that, Aspect have taken down AESIR. It's now just down to Determined Fear to clutch this up against AESIR. What happened in that round? That was incredible. AESIR have almost turned this around. They're going to use this time. They've got plenty of time. 2.5 minutes still, which is the advantage of pushing in so fast. I mean, all they have to do, I mean, they're recovering some Vezins right now. Determined over in server rotating. It almost gets pre-fired there by Jess, and Jess will secure that kill to put Aspect on the board here as they take round 4. Very, very nice round from Aspect. Here we go into round 5. AESIR able to buy Vezins again. We're getting close to that halftime round. This is Aspect's chance to bring this game back. Best case scenario for them right now is to go into the second half 3-3 on a tie. AESIR can still take this 5-1 into the second half. We'll see what happens here. Let me give you the scoreboard to look at as I take a quick drink of water. Okay, here we go into round 5. Who's going to walk away as the victor of this round? Aspect looking a lot better this time. Just last round they were on an eco, but they had a very, very nice kill streak moving in. They were able to pick up a round on AESIR. And this could be a big momentum shifter as Jess dropping down the storage hatch. I blame follows. Jess moving over to lockers along with Solo and Faded. There's the breaching foam on the cubby wall. Is Aspect going to try this push again? They're stacking up in lockers right now, so it looks like it might be a different push. And that lobby, or excuse me, that cubby will be a bait. Red is behind the partition in ballistics as there's a flashbang tossed by Aspect. Red looking for some shots through that locker wall. As we see, here's a breach into lockers. There's another flashbang toss. That's not going to catch Red, who's currently holding down the fort as Plunge finds Jess. Faded with a very nice angle on that kitchen counter. We see Solo finding the kill on Tech 9 Jr. Red still behind that partition, making things difficult for Aspect. Determined Fear finding I Blame My Aim as Solo over in storage right now, looking to possibly swing onto Determined Fear and finds that kill. Very, very nice pick from Solo as we see Red still behind that partition, just is doing a tremendous job of slowing down this Aspect push. It's a 3 versus 3 with a minute 20 left to go in round 5. Gizmo going for that EMP plant as Aspect has completely shifted this around. Hotline with a great swing onto Gizmo, picking up that kill as it's now just down to Faded and Solo. Red finds the kill on Solo. It's now just down to Faded. A 1 versus 3. It's going to be difficult for Faded here. Has to take out the 3 remaining AESIR players. Anyone know when giveaway is picked? I believe it will be, yeah, after map 2. Thank you, Nietzsche. As we see a salvage play here from Faded, which is probably the smartest option for Aspect right now. They're trying to preserve that Vezin. They'll be able to bring another, Faded won't have enough money next round to pick up a Vezin, so this is a good opportunity to bring at least 4 into the next round. I think Gizmo will also be able to afford another one, so Aspect saving for that full buy. And while we're waiting here and just watching Faded play with their Vezin, why don't we go over another one of VRML's wonderful sponsors here. Next sponsor up is Exclaim. Exclaim offers a variety of awesome VRML merch. They're the official VRML merch store. If you're interested in an exclusive store-wide discount, consider affiliating with the VRML via Exclaim. So big thank you to Exclaim, another one of our wonderful sponsors. Aspect, it didn't go their way as we're on round 6, the halftime round. This is their last chance. Yeah, Gizmo unable to afford, is able to afford a vest in this round. Yeah, Aspect, last chance here to prevent that 5-1 on the first half. They picked up 1 round over AESIR, but now they need to make it a 4-2 to give themselves a little wiggle room in the second half. We'll see what happens on this round. As it looks like Aspect going for that same kind of push they did last time, where they send some players through assembly and they send the other half of the team through orange storage. Giveaway. It's not bad. We see Solo Gizmo faded outside orange storage. It looks like, yeah, that is going to be the push in here. Hotline sitting up front. Oh, that frag grenade, not enough to go over the partition as Tech9 Jr. finds that drone. Flashbang will catch some AESIR players. They got to be careful about those trip mines on Aspect, which were marked by the drone. Problem is that, oh my goodness, Faded runs right into them. Not good for Aspect. Even though the drone marked it, it's just a slight mistake there. Tech9 Jr. finding one. Looks to swing out, but Solo will catch refrag Gizmo, finding the kill on red as Hotline. Refragging Gizmo. It's now a 2 versus 3. AESIR are working very hard to defend the site here, but Aspect want to pick up this round. They want to go 4-2 into the second half. We'll see what happens. Determined Sphere still playing center of A as iBlame trying to find those shots through the workshop wall. Hotline looking to respond there as iBlame and Solo over in orange storage right now. That incendiary is going to make things difficult for Aspect. It's going to slow them down a little bit. iBlame tossing a frag into center. Finding Hotline. What a frag as Plunge takes out iBlame. My aim, it's just down to Solo. And Plunge will find that kill to give AESIR the 5-1 lead heading into the second half. What a tremendous frag from iBlame My aim, but just unable to secure that round for Aspect. We now see AESIR moving on to the offense here on map 1. What's the play going to be here from Aspect? They're not spending too much money on this pistol round there. Looks like they're confident that they'll be able to bring this round up here with, with only 2 frag grenades. I guess they can't really afford, healing because they got some players running spectrals, and then they bought some frags as well. Of course, attachments for everything. Still, it's always risky, not bringing in any kind of support item. AESIR with the drone up on the roof right now. New thing about, the good thing about AESIR on attack for them is that they are now free to set the pace of the attack. They can go as slow or as fast as they want and try and throw off Aspects with their positioning here. We'll see. Making entry on orange vendings at the moment is Tech9 Jr. getting foam on that kitchen hatch. Solo by those recycling bins. A well-placed frag might ruin Solo's day there, but it goes into server instead. A great throw, but the player just wasn't in server. We see Faded caught by Tech9 Jr. What an incredible dash there. Getting breaching foam on that wall. Tech9 Jr. looks to swing in there. Getting into a gunfight with Solo as Tech9 is taken out by iBlame My aim, who's covering from behind the bomb. Determined Fear finds that kill on Gizmo's red. Makes their way into upper orange. We see Determined Fear finding the kill on Solo as Plunge gets that EMP planted in Site B. Hotline finding the kill on iBlame. It's now just down to Jess, the last Aspect player standing on defense. Finds 1 kill on Plunge. Determined Fear on the desk over there as Jess takes out a second. Looks to find a third. It's just down to Hotline and Determined Fear, both very, very low. Determined is tucking in a very unusual spot. That might catch Jess off guard as Determined is thinking about swinging that. Just debating whether to swing, and what a lean from Determined Fear, who remains patient, finds the kill on Jess to give AESIR match point in map 1. What a tremendous round from AESIR. They're able to move in. I mean, we saw Aspect finding some very, very nice kills. Jess picking up some kills at the end there. It got down to that 1 versus 2, and both AESIR players were so low on health But Determined Fear, just with excellent positioning, you know, standing on that desk, definitely threw Jess off. It would have thrown me off if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here while I bring up our next sponsor. Big thanks to Pro2 VR, who provides the best VR rifle mounts and accessories. Help stabilize your aim in-game by picking up a mag tube stock. With a variety of products ranging from Beat Saber to joystick mounts, Pro2 VR is your one-stop shop for controller peripherals. And let's get back into our match here as we are on round 8. Plunge starting things off with a very nice drone as AESIR getting ready for that push in. Faded looks to take out that drone. Playing pretty far into orange storage. This is always a bit of a risk if AESIR has a frag grenade. We see a frag tossed by Aspect. That's going to catch Hotline a bit as Determined Fear looking to pick up a kill on one of these Aspect players in receiving. Connector player right now is I Blame My Aim as Jess plays center. And Faded playing right. We see frag tossed over to Jess. He's going to look and throw that. Oh, that could be very, very good. Just missed the edge of that breach there. If that rolled through, it might have caught Determined Fear. But good patience from AESIR here. As they're just kind of icing Aspect at the moment. Just building that tension there as they're not making their move just yet, just kind of waiting here, building some tension. You gotta imagine these players are nervous as AESIR looks to make a move. Red taking out the door blocker there. Nobody's actually in assembly at the moment from AESIR. We see Tech9 Jr. on the flank as Jess picks up the kill on Determined Fear. Hotline will find that refrag with a frag as we see Red recovering that EMP. Faded runs up to center here. Hotline is on the door as Faded tossing a Jesper. A minute 15 left on the clock. AESIR's pretty dug in on the orange half of the map. They're waiting for Tech9 Jr. to get over as Tech9 finds the kill on Solar. This could be the cue for AESIR to move in here. Yeah, it looks like they're starting as I Blame finds the kill on Tech9 Jr. Red will take out Faded. It's down to I Blame and Gizmo. As Red will toss that EMP over Hotline. He's getting tagged. I Blame finds Red with a very nice trip mine. Gizmo picks up Plunge. It's now just down to Hotline on 2 health, who's still looking to push up. Hotline finding the kill on Gizmo. It's now just down to I Blame, and it's a Spectral 1 versus 1 as Hotline with that Spectral looking to pick up a kill here on I Blame My Aim. It's down to 30 seconds. Hotline has to get that EMP planted, but I Blame is making things difficult. They're right behind the center right now with that Omen. As we see I Blame take out Hotline. Oh no, I left the scoreboard up the whole time. I'm so sorry. Apologies for that. Well, I'll keep that down for a little while. Always one thing I forget, you know. As we see, here come the Vezins from Aspect. And AESIR. I think AESIR actually did a double eco that round. Just letting the chat know ahead of time. The scoreboard will be up there for the foreseeable future of that round. Anyways, the push here from AESIR looks to be from that storage hatch. Here comes Determined Fear with that breaching foam. Oh, Junior instead. We see a drone tossed into storage at the moment. That's going to spot Gizmo, who's running that frag shotgun combo. This could be dangerous for AESIR. Now they do know Gizmo's strategy at this point, although Gizmo casting a frag over into blue hallway. Gizmo finding a kill on Tech9 Jr.'s punch. Go secure that refrag. Here's iBlame on the flank. As a frag is tossed, that's going to force iBlame back into site A. Hotline. Oh, taken out by Faded through the wall. What a great read. This Plunge, Red, Determined Fear, all in blue hallway at the moment. It's a 3 versus 4. Best case scenario for Aspect right now is to tie it up on defense. They can no longer win. Solo finding some very nice shots on Red there in the corner of lockers. Looks to pursue the kill, but Red will escape in time. Plunge just at the door of lockers right now. It's Determined Fear gets foam on that cubby wall. We see Jess with the frag grenade. Oh my goodness, could have gone bad. Just toss over. That's going to keep AESIR out a little bit longer. Aspect playing the long game here as it's a two-prong from Site A. See Determined over in blue vendings at the moment, trying to find a kill on an Aspect player, but none of the players are there to be found as iBlame takes out Determined Fear. Very, very clean shot. Just tossing that healing, I think it's healing over to Solo. He's able to recover some of that health. Oh, I don't think it was ready yet. There it is. Okay. Red making their way through blue vendings. We see Plunge heading back up to the roof. Is it a salvage play from AESIR? Whoa! This is impressive. Look at that. What a shame. Pretty close, yeah. Oh, Plunge. While AESIR is up on the roof salvaging, let's talk about our next sponsor here. I'll put the scoreboard up. I'll remember to close it this time. Big thank you to HyperX. Get 15% off MRSP off of fully priced HyperX products in North America using code HXVRML23. HyperX also supports VRML with the high-quality HyperX Quadcast S. If you have ever heard Nightfire, he uses HyperX. They also provide our casting department with some very, very nice products. So big thanks to HyperX for sponsoring the VRML here. All right, I'm making a mental note right now to close the scoreboard at the end of the pre-round. Okay. AESIR, that round did not go their way. They got picked off by Aspect. The push through blue hallway just didn't work. Gizmo starting things off with a very, very nice kill. Did eventually get refragged. But a great opening for Aspect here. They're now 3 rounds off of a tie. We could see it. The connoisseur votes. Let me get you that, by the way. For this match, were 56 votes to AESIR, 20 to Aspect. So, yeah, it heavily favored to AESIR in terms of the connoisseurs, but let's not forget who they're going up against here. I mean, Aspect managed to beat AESIR. They're the only team this season who has managed to do so. None of the other top-tier teams have been able to beat AESIR. So, can Aspect do it twice? They're off to a difficult start, able to find some, some momentum here in the second half. But AESIR have them on the ropes right now. All they need is 1 round over Aspect in order to win this first map. If Aspect can secure the tie here, that would guarantee that we would go for a 3rd map, which I think everyone, including myself, want to see here. Both Plunge and Determined Fear on gravel. So it looks like AESIR, it looks like they're going to play the kitchen hatch again, and the upper orange wall. But again, they're just waiting. They're being so patient on AESIR. Here comes the hatch play from AESIR. Imagine we're going to see a possible frag. That static field emitter is placed very, very well. Here comes a frag. Oh my goodness, that almost catches Solo. A double frag. Hotline! Finding the kill on Solo. I forgot to put away the scoreboard again. But I remembered a little earlier this time. And what a great double frag there from AESIR. They're able to secure Solo from a pretty safe distance. Ensign down on the floor there to block out Aspect. See a frag box. Tech9 Jr. finding the kill on Jess. Here comes Faded taking out Tech9 Jr. Red finds the kill on Faded. Is just down now to Gizmo, and I blame my aim. I blame is taken out by Red. Gizmo on the flank with a Spectral. Uh-oh. Not good for Aspect here. This could be the end of them in map 1. Kane Rip, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh, plunge on the flank there. Very, very nice flank watch as Gizmo now drops down that kitchen hatch. EMP's planted. Oh, this is going to be very, very difficult as Determined Fear takes out Gizmo. And for map 1, AESIR are your winners. Very, very solid game from both these teams. AESIR just edging it out here, you know, in this first map. They did an excellent job of securing early pace. They did the hard part, you know, on their first half. They secured a nice lead there. So on the second half, they didn't have to sweat. You know, Aspect on the other hand, we're just kind of stuck. You know, once they made it to the second half there, their margin for error was just so small. They couldn't really they couldn't really afford to lose too many rounds, and in the end AESIR was just able to find that first map win. So great job to AESIR. They're going to walk away with this first map. We'll see what happens. There's still 2 more maps to go on here, and let's take a look at the matchup. Where would a possible second pick be now? Home team is AESIR. So they were able to pick the map or side of the, they were able to pick the map of map 1. So they picked Factory, their best performing map. Now Aspect, are they going to pick out Skyscraper here? Factory was their second best. It looks like they're going to switch sides. I think, yeah, Aspect going to the defense. Interesting. Looks like, yeah, map 2. Oh, map 2 is going to be Hideout. Okay, so for Hideout, it's again favored more towards AESIR. 80 rounds played, 66% of those rounds won. And on Hideout, 78 rounds played, 54% of those rounds won from Aspect. Could this be dangerous? I mean, you know, they've played a lot less rounds on Skyscraper, so perhaps the line of thinking here is that it could go either way. It's still going to be tough, no matter what map, you know, Aspect brings AESIR to. It's going to be difficult for them no matter what. Imagine Bob forgets the scoreboard. I know. That would be that was not one of my proudest moments, but two more sponsors to shout out really quick. First, Helga, the manager bot. Are you tired of juggling schedules, stats, and communication for your esports team? Say hello to Helga, the esports team management bot. Helga helps with availability, scheduling, communication with opponents, and statistical analysis. To get started, join their Discord linked in the chat or on the Breachers VRML website. And finally, VR Cover. VR Cover offers high-quality hygiene and comfort solutions for popular headsets. VR Cover offers VR face cover cushions which greatly enhance the comfort of any VR device, allowing you to play in VR comfortably for longer. Use code VRCoverQ3 for a discount on Quest 3 products. And meanwhile, the teams are going to go to the second round here as we start things up on Hideout. This could really go either way for these teams. I don't know. I mean, this is AESIR's second best performing map. So, we'll see. Also, don't forget to use the VRML tag to enter into the HyperX Cloud Core headset giveaway. You could win a free headset. That would be pretty neat. Now, AESIR starting things off on the... let me make sure the team's right, because I believe they switched over in the lobby. Yeah, okay. No, we are still good on teams here. So, again, AESIR starting off on the offense. We got Aspect once again on defense. Who is going to pull ahead in this first half? Now, typically, from what I've seen on Hideout, a well-executed offense is stronger here. We see Tech 9 moving a drone into Garage. I don't know. These teams have played Hideout so many times that I really don't know if it could go either way. Solo finding a kill on Determined Fear as Aspect. Off to a pretty good start, picking up one of the toughest AESIR players there early. That's good for Aspect. Tech9 Jr. looking for some shots in there as Red down to 20 health. We see Plunge on the planter. This Hotline looking to swing that Garage door. It's going to be tough for AESIR here to get into Garage. Red's on 20 health. Determined Fear is down. 4 versus 5. Looks like AESIR might try and switch things up. Oh, are they going to... No, they wouldn't full send in here. No, they're not going to full send. We do see Tech9 Jr. and Hotline moving through bedroom at the moment. I think they're going to try and play... Yeah, they're going to try and play the hatch for dining room. Oh, it could be a bait. Oh my goodness, it could be a bait. Tech9 Jr. popping that breaching foam. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be... Is it gonna be a full send? It is gonna be... Oh, no, okay, it's not. I thought it was gonna be a full send, and AESIR are gonna rush down into that B hatch. But they're playing a little more patiently. I blame I am picking up the kill on Red as Tech9 and Hotline just watching those two hatches, one above kitchen, the other above Plunge. Still out by Garage. A minute now left on the clock, and AESIR kind of stuck here. Aspect has done a very, very nice job of defending these two sites. They haven't let AESIR step 1 foot in there. But we see Tech9 heading back out over to the porch. Are they going to... I don't know if they're going to salvage, but AESIR have to make some kind of move here. Still have 3 players alive. They need to play for picks, but Aspect's positioning is very, very solid. They're not giving AESIR any kind of opportunity to find any kind of pick. We see 15 seconds. It might be a full send. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. Jess is taken up by Tech9 Jr. Solo finding Tech9 as Hotline finds the kill on Solo. Gizmo taking a plunge. I blame it takes out Hotline. And there you have it. The EMP is getting defused by Aspect, who waited to the perfect moment to strike. AESIR didn't have any other opportunities here. They played that as best they could, but it just didn't happen. They tried to wait until the end and then get the EMP planted, and they did. They were able to do that, but Aspect just had the numbers advantage. They had all of their players alive. They were able to push in and just kind of overwhelm those last 3 players from AESIR. So good try, but there we have it. Aspect pulling away this first round. Things could go differently this time. Map 1 went 3-7 to AESIR. Map 2 could be quite different. Okay, here we go. Quick drink of water. AESIR back up on the roof. I'd like to say this is going to be a bedroom play, but there's only 2 up on the roof right now. Here comes the third. Red. They've opened up the hatch. It might be a family room. Might be a bedroom play. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think it's going to be a family room. We see Determined Fear out on the balcony. Faded, tossing in. Oh my goodness! No way! Faded, what? What on earth was that frag? That's the highlight of this round. I don't think anything could make me more excited than that frag from Faded. What a send. Wow. Those are the kind of frags I want to throw, you know? As we see Red going over to the porch. Determined Fear again out early. And that's just got to be frustrating at that point. You know, just nothing that Determined could really do about that frag. It was just kind of at their feet before they even had the chance to react. We see Tech9 Jr. Making their way into the family room. 2 minutes left on the clock. AESIR are playing a lot more passively this time. They're not rushing into the site like they did. Well, I guess they didn't technically rush into the site too many times on Factory when they were on the offense, but we'll see what they do now. Jess priming that frag in the back of Site A, in the bathroom there. As Aspect looking to push up to that site. There's the breach on the wall as Solo looks to push out with that round 2 Vezin. Finding 1, finding 2. Gets refragged by Tech9 Jr. He looks to swing. Yeah, Jess will pick up that kill. That cleanup kill. It's now just down to Hotline. Last player for AESIR standing recovers the EMP. Tossing a frag in. Ooh. Didn't go where Hotline wanted it to. Good movement. Hotline finds some shots onto Faded. But there's less than a minute. Hotline is getting pushed. Gizmo will secure that kill to give round 2 to Aspect. Oh, it's looking... Aspect is off to a very, very nice start here. I'm sorry. I've got to see this again. Hold on. Let's see this. Look at that. All the way over, just soaring out there and Determined, just... Wow, just caught by that frag. That was absolutely beautiful from Faded there. An amazing frag. I love frag plays. They're one of my favorite things about breaches, so I always get, you know, a little extra excited for those frags. You see Determined outside Wine Cellar again. Determined's been caught out twice in a row early from Aspect, so hopefully Determined gets to play a little bit longer this time. Here comes entry into foyer. Red's just opening up that door as Ivan finding Hotline. And Aspect, I mean, their positioning is just amazing. They're able to just be in all of these really tough angles that's preventing AESIR from getting inside the hideout or pushing up and catching Aspect off guard. We see Determined Fear taking out Gizmo as I Blame will refrag Determined Fear. I Blame over in living room at the moment. It's a 3 versus 4. Again, AESIR at the numbers disadvantage. We see Red leaning way in to try and find a kill on I Blame. Here comes Red. Did I Blame my aim here? Tech9 Jr. finding the kill on Solo as I Blame, might catch Red off guard here. Red's going to rotate into garage. They're watching the other way. Red finding the kill on Faded as Faded takes out Tech9 Jr. and Jess took out Plunge. It's now just down to Red, who's in a 1v2 scenario against Jess and I Blame. Red just kind of alone here over in Foyer. Doesn't have that EMP quite yet. A minute 35 left on the clock. Red's able to secure that healing syringe. That's going to help Red. Can get that cloaking device. Okay, Red's geared up Red's geared up now. Minute 20 on the clock. That's going to pop that static field emitter. I Blame just watching Pantry. Jess with a very nice angle through the bomb there. As Red rotating back over through Foyer. Now, Red has the opportunity to get this planted over on Site A. Did I see that right? There's 30 and 9 in that Vezin. Red doesn't have a whole lot of ammo here. Oh. That could be very, very bad for Red. Is it possible to win? Oh my goodness, Red. Pick up a Vezin. Uh-oh. Red's going to do it. Popping that static field emitter. That's going to clue in. Oh, I Blame and Jess, where the push is coming from. Jess moving right up to where that door blocker is. This Red is just in a really bad spot here. Walks right into Jess, who picks up that kill and gives Aspect the hat trick. In the previous map, it was AESIR who picked up 3 rounds in a row. In this map, Aspect are the dominating team so far. If we keep this up, we could see that map 3. I want to see that. These teams are incredible to watch. The strategies, I mean, the positioning from Aspect is acting as a perfect counter to the way that AESIR is playing. They just have Hideout down to a science on Aspect. AESIR need to find some kind of momentum here. They're on another eco round. Now, in the previous map, Aspect actually found a round on AESIR when they were ecoing. Tech9 Jr. is able to afford a Vezin, but the only AESIR player to be able to do that right now. And speaking of which, the VRML posted an interview with AESIR. So, if you're interested in how they work and act behind the scenes, go ahead and watch that here on this VRML Breachers VRML channel. We're looking to find that static field emitter. Sites are Jim and Bar. I Blame behind or in the fort right now. Faded way in the back. As AESIR getting to move into storage. The drone has been taken out. They're stacking up on that storage door. This could be dangerous for AESIR. It really takes one frag to ruin their day. Wow, that almost took out Gizmo. A tremendous throw there. Faded catching some shots from by AESIR. 2 minutes on the clock right now. A hotline covering Red. As that proximity alarm is going to give away the cue for Aspect to toss an incendiary. That's going to prevent the plant there. Red is moving into storage. Oh, Solo finding 1, finding 2. A great double kill from Solo right there. Here comes a breach from, that was the garage hatch onto storage. That's Plunge up there. AESIR, this is realistically their best chance if they can get it in, or if they could get it into Jim. But Solo finding the kill on Plunge, Red taking out Solo. I don't know if it's going to happen. Gizmo finding the kill on Red. It's just down to Tech9 Jr. Do you think the play here for Tech9 is to salvage the Vezin so that AESIR can go into this 5th round with 5 Vezins? I thought Tech9 was going to go for the salvage, but still just playing with Aspect here. Bait out some shots. Faded. We'll find a very, very nice headshot onto Tech9 Jr. to give Aspect their 4th round. Map 3, please. Yeah, I want to see that too. Aspect 4 rounds in a row. They've had a very, very nice first half here. AESIR are just unable to get in this building. They're trying, they're trying to get through the doorways, but Aspect, they're just on point with these shots. The Vezins are giving them a very, very nice opportunity here for headshots, and they're making money so they can afford their util. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Putting up the scoreboard there so everybody can see what's going on with the stats right now. We'll see what happens here. Looks like, I mean, the site's back upstairs again, so I could see, it looks like, I'm going to say it's going to be a bedroom breach this time from AESIR. I could be wrong. It might be a family room. It looks like they're getting ready to do a family room. Yeah, okay, it's going to be a family room breach again. I was wrong. You have to wonder, would it be worth it to try going for a bedroom breach? Those are typically tougher to execute, but Aspect have just been expecting the push onto Site A, bathroom. Oh, it might be a bedroom push. Determined Fear right outside of Site B. Solo watching the servers, tossing a frag out. Oh, an instant. That will prevent Determined from rushing straight into the site. 2 minutes on the clock. Determined Fear finding the kill on Gizmo. We see Red rotating through the family room balcony. Minute 50 on the clock now as AESIR looking to make their move. I blame over by death boxes right now. Minute 40 is Hotline. Tech9 Jr. plunge. All in death hallway, slowly creeping their way up. Tech9 Jr. looking to find a kill on I blame, who just, oh my goodness, is caught off guard by Tech9 Jr. This could be the round that AESIR needed. Determined Fear finds that kill on Solo. Faded taking out Red. Jess is taken out by Determined Fear. It's now just down to Faded, who's over in family room balcony at the moment. Minute 15 left on the clock as Faded takes out Tech9 Jr. Apologies for a bit of lag there. A 3 versus 1. Faded has to take out all 3 AESIR players and then defuse the EMP. Faded is heading downstairs. It might be a salvage play. It's a salvage play from Aspect. Interesting. Hideout is so predictable nowadays. It's not because they're winning right now on defense. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. I think when you get to the debate of attack or defense sided, I don't really know if this map has, if it has a side advantage right now. I mean, we'll see what happens when these two teams play. But I mean, if they're close enough in the stats here, I just think, I don't know. I don't know if it comes down to a side advantage. Now we'll see. This is the halftime round, so once AESIR goes on the defense, we'll have a very clear view of if it's an attack or defense sided. At least for these teams. I don't know. I've seen really aggressive teams play on Hideout, and Hideout, attacking was the better side. But I've seen teams that are better on defense, and defense is the better side. I really think it can go either way if the teams are similar enough in play style. Aspect have had really good positioning here, so We'll see if they're able to pick up this 5th round. Best case scenario for AESIR right now is to go 4-2 in the second half. Give themselves some rounds that they can lose. Let's see here. Heading into round 6 as a drone tossed. Plunge foaming that gym wall. Hotline droning into storage. Solo finding that drone. Last chance here to prevent that 5-1 lead from Aspect heading into the second half. There goes the barricade on the storage door. See Tech9 looking for some shots. But it's been a pretty slow opening so far. Now, who's this? Determined Fear and Red on the flank. Heading down to Bar. Gizmo on the roam here over in Arcade. But Determined and Red taking out that door blocker. Gizmo making their way. Trying to find the kill on Determined Fear. This could be dangerous for Aspect. They're getting surrounded right now. We see Tech9 Jr. taking out Faded. As AESIR are currently playing the kitchen hatch. They've opened up this wall right here, so they have a very, very nice angle down into Boiler. As long as they watch that, Aspect really can't use that angle to rotate between the site anymore. It is that good. We see iBlame just in Bar, waiting for Determined Fear and Red. Determined Fear, well, I guess both of them are in Wine Cellar at the moment. Determined, pushing up to the Bar wall. Will iBlame find some kills here? We'll see. iBlame knows somebody's out there. Caught a glimpse of Red. Sees the barrel of Red's vest, and it's Determined Fear is taken out by iBlame. Plunge will find the kill on Gizmo. Here comes Red. Running in, finding that kill on iBlame. As Jess is now flashed by the flashbang. Hotline finding the kill on Jess. It's now just down to Solo. And Hotline secures the double on Solo to give AESIR a 4-2 game heading into the second half. Okay, this is a big moment for AESIR. They move into the second half with some good wiggle room here. They still have to lose 2 rounds if in order for Aspect to get on match point. They have to lose 3 in order to lose the whole thing. So they've got some rounds here to lose. Not way too many, but it's certainly better than heading into the second half 5-1. And we'll see how AESIR does on defense here. They're able to match that kind of positioning that Aspect had at the beginning half of this. They had a very, very nice opening on Aspect, but towards the end of the first half, they lost a bit of their momentum. Here comes the breach onto the bedroom hatch. That drone moving and scouting out family room balcony. AESIR, oh, here comes Plunge, looking to push up. Oh, but that drone will spot. This is a nice start from Aspect. They're getting a lot of momentum here. Here comes a frag. Oh, multiple frags tossed. Faded could be caught out here. Oh, Determined Fear finding Faded. Oh, Hotline finding a double for AESIR. Taking out Solo with that frag as Gizmo finds the kill on Tech9 Jr. Hotline looking to push up into the door now. Finding the kill on Gizmo. Hotline still pushing up. Finding the kill on iBlame I Aim. And that play was perfectly countered by AESIR. It looks like that defense is definitely the stronger side for both of these teams. Aspect had a really, really nice start. They were able to push up into family room. They were able to check for AESIR. But the thing is, I don't know, was AESIR baiting that? Because they countered so hard against Aspect. We saw frags catching both of their players to push into the sites. They weren't able to get the EMP planted. Very, very good read from AESIR, who are now 1 round off of tying this up. Aspect better on defense. Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think there is some merit to that. They had a very, very nice defense here. Of course, that was their first round on offense, so it had a nice start, but the end was a little bit, it left a little bit to be desired if you're an Aspect fan. Here comes a drone moving into storage. Jess with the breaching foam on the gym wall. There's a static field emitter in storage. Faded finding the kill on hotline. Determined Fear swinging out is caught by I Blame I Am. Tech9 Jr. is completely surrounded here as Aspect moving in. It's now a 2 versus 5. Wow! Plunge finding the kill on Gizmo. Here comes here's the Vezin player for AESIR. It's a good move from them to pick up a Vezin. Plunge finding the kill on I Blame. Just taking out Red as Faded finds Plunge. I think Aspect are the masters at beating a team with Vezins on an eco round. That was a very, very nice push from Aspect. Completely surrounded AESIR there in storage, and wow, what a tremendous play from Aspect as they secure their 5th round. They now have AESIR in the danger zone. AESIR, this is their Vezin round, so only 1 chance left for AESIR to prevent that match point from Aspect. They now have to win 4 rounds in a row in order to beat Aspect. If they lose even 1, they will be on match point over on Aspect. Speaking of Aspect, look at this. Interesting formation as they move over to the living room. AESIR is nowhere near Site A right now. They're all over in kitchen. Wait, there's 4. Where's number 5? Red. It's Red. Red is upstairs in Death Hallway at the moment. Interesting. Plunge has moved back over to the dining room. I think AESIR now know where the push is coming from Aspect. Here's Breaching Foam on the foyer wall as I Blame taking out a Determined Fear. Solo finding the kill on Plunge, and it's now a 3 versus 5. This has not gone AESIR's way at all. See, yeah, just kind of a general gunfight over in foyer as Tech9 Jr. finding the kill on Jess. It's now a 3 versus 4. AESIR doing a good job so far of responding to Aspect, keeping them out. 2 minutes on the clock right now. As we see I Blame over in living room. Minute 45 on the clock. AESIR dug in over on Site A. Tech9 Jr. just keeping an eye on the flank. Well, Gizmo goes around to possibly pick up a kill on Tech9 Jr. and push in. Tech9 rotating over to Site B. Has to keep an eye on that flank here. Red finding the kill on Solo. Aspect are starting to run out of time. I Blame I Aim refragging Red as Gizmo making their way. Might be caught by Tech9 Jr. and is. As it's now a 2 versus 2. It's down to Hotline and Tech9 Jr. against I Blame I Aim and Faded. I Blame taking out Tech9 Jr. Looking for some shots on Hotline. Got to clutch us up, but Faded finds the kill on Hotline to give Aspect match point in this second. There you go, Faded. You're able to get it. Wow. What a round we saw there from Aspect. That was a difficult one. AESIR did a very, very good job. But in the end, just unable to take out Aspect, who have now moved on to match points. Yeah, I don't know. I think, again, I mean, this is a tremendous game that we're seeing from these teams here. But Aspect have definitely been a lot stronger here on Hideout. Good defense. They've had some pretty solid offense rounds, except for that first one. That first one did not work out. But luckily for all of us, we are going to get to see a third map here as Tech9 Jr. over in storage. Whether or not Aspect wins this, we'll still see a third map. It's either going to be a tie or a win from Aspect here. So we'll see. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left on the clock as Aspect have opened up that storage hatch. Interesting spot for Tech9 Jr. to tuck. Pushing up towards the storage door. This could catch Aspect off guard if they're not careful. Here comes I Blame My Aim. Caught in a flash. Uh-oh! Oh no! I Blame taken out by Hotline. There's Jess finding the kill on Tech9 Jr. Red will take out Solo as Jess over in storage at the moment. 2 minutes on the clock. You see Gizmo dropping in as Faded and Jess against the remaining 4 AESIR players. Jess finds the kill on Determined Fears. Red takes out Gizmo. Hotline finding the kill on Jess as Faded taking out Red. And it's now just down to Faded against Hotline and Plunge. Plunge has that Vezin, but Faded also has a Vezin and a cloaking device. Pushing in with that cloak, but Plunge will catch Faded off guard to give AESIR their 4th round. They're only 2 rounds off of Aspect right now in order to tie them. They can no longer win on AESIR. All right, let me put up the scoreboard here. All right, I'll remember to put it away. I've been pretty good with that this time. Alright, so Aspect, sights back upstairs. Last time they tried a family room push on the bathroom, it didn't work out. But, hey, you know, maybe things could go different this time. Either that or they're going to try a bedroom push. I think it's going to be a bedroom push this time. This might work out better for Aspect. If you'll remember, AESIR were able to use a bedroom push in order to find a round on Aspect. Red already taking out Faded. Where on earth was that? Huh? I'm confused. I have no idea where that battle took place. We see frag toss down Skylight. Possibly meant for a Deathbox players. Red takes out Jess. Just swung at the wrong time. Uh-oh. Tech9 Jr. finding the kill on Gizmo. AESIR getting pretty close to tying this up. Solo backing out onto the porch. So it looks like that wall might be a bait. Oh, was it on the Skylight? I think it was Skylight. Wow. Red finding a very, very solid kill onto Faded. It's a 2 versus 5. It's just you gotta feel for Aspect here in this situation. They got so close, but hold on. How is it's standing? Wait, no, it's floating. It went so well to start off for Aspect, but in the end, they just weren't able to pick up some of these rounds here that they needed to on AESIR. Now, AESIR, they're going to move on to 5-6, winning this round because it's a salvage from Aspect. But Next round could be their opportunity to tie it here on map 2. If they tie it, things aren't looking good for Aspect on map 3. Map 3 could be Skyscraper. That's Aspect's best map. Although I think AESIR's actually the home team here. So this means they would get to pick the map. Yeah, I don't know. Aspect, they've got to get one round in here. They're saving a lot, so that next round is, it's going to be their final chance to bring out a win here. Hopefully, for Aspect, they'll be able to secure that win. Oh, they do. They still go through the wood as red. Playing out. Oh my goodness! No way! Red found Solo through the roof. Oh no. Oh man, and that is just not good at all for Aspect. They're not able to bring that. They're not going to be able to bring that Vezin into the next round. Wow. Okay. So AESIR, 5-6. This has been a great comeback from AESIR, by the way. They've had some very, very solid rounds here. They've had to deal with Aspect's amazing positioning, and they brought it back to this, a 5-6. Now Aspect, this is got to be painful for them. Again, they had such a strong opening, and they really want to get this win over AESIR. This is their last chance to do so. We're now on round 12. If Aspect doesn't win this, AESIR is going to tie it, and then we'll move on to a third map. And if that gets tied, well, AESIR would win. If AESIR wins that map, then they would win. If they lose this map, the only option for Aspect would be to tie it up. We see Jess with that cloaking device, watching the garage right there. Double statics and double trip mines in garage. So AESIR, we're expecting a garage push from Aspect, and that's exactly what's happening. Is they make entry through the skylight. Wait, is it going to be a Tech9 Jr. finding the kill on Jess? Here comes a frag grenade that's going to take out the static and the double trip mines. A smoke toss. Tech9 Jr. is caught by Faded. It's now a 4 versus 4. Faded is on 2 health. Hotline finding the kill on Solo. It's a 3 versus 4. 2 minutes on the clock. iBlame pushing into garage is caught by Hotline, who drops 2. Very solid double kill from Hotline. And it's all down to Gizmo. Uh-oh. Aspect. This map did not go their way in the end. AESIR have done a tremendous job bringing it back. If they win this round, they're going to force Aspect to shoot for a tie in the end there, if we're talking about the end game. Ooh. Rough game for Aspect here. Very nice comeback for AESIR, by the way. They've played, again, I keep saying this, but they've had some very, very solid gameplay here. Best thing that Gizmo can do right now is play for picks, but is AESIR going to push out and try and find a kill here? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to play that aggressive. They know all they really need to do is just sit back, and they don't need to feed any kills to Aspect. We've seen some pretty crazy stuff happen, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that Aspect could pick up this round if AESIR got careless. But here comes Gizmo, that door blocker. Oh, gut-wrenching for Gizmo. They're not able to make entry in that. Oh no, the proximity alarm, as AESIR now know Where Gizmo is, the jig is up as Hotline looks to intercept. Hotline catches Gizmo, and no one will win this second map. But this tie works out better for AESIR because all they need to do is at least tie the third map in order to get this win over Aspect. So we'll see. As Red juggling 3 Vezins. Impressive. Nobody's letting anybody juggle. It's really disappointing because that's pretty impressive to be able to juggle in Breachers. All right. Let me go over here. Perfect. Solid gameplay from both teams so far. AESIR have won map 1. They've tied map 2, and they are the home team. Let me make sure they're the home team real quick. Yes, AESIR, home team. So they'll be able to pick the third map. Now, realistically, if you're AESIR here, what map do you pick? Do you pick Skyscraper? That's the best performing map for Aspect right now. So let's see. What should AESIR pick here? The ship. 20 rounds played on ship. 65% of those won. 30 rounds on Skyscraper. 11 on ship. So Aspect a little less experienced on ship than AESIR is. I don't know. If I'm AESIR, I'm probably going to pick ship. But you know why I would pick ship is because ship is my favorite map. So I would probably, always pick ship. Oh, there it is. That frag grenade from Faded onto Determined Fear. Probably my favorite play of that match. There's a lot of solid highlights there, but wow, it was just. Yeah, there's a double kill from Solo. Wow, there's so many highlights from these two teams. There's that offense round from Aspect. Yeah, the double frag there from Hotline, Determined. Really solid gameplay from both these teams. I mean, you can see there have been great highlights from both of these teams. That's when Red caught Solo. It's like we're looking through a photo album of family memories, but. Really nice gameplay. Here's Factory. Okay, I'm getting distracted by the hideouts. So, what is map 3 going to be? Have they picked it out yet? It is Ship. Oh, yes! I love seeing Ship. Ship is my favorite map. So, I'm always excited when teams play here. They don't play here too often, but when they do, it's certainly very entertaining. All right. Let me see. We are waiting on some AESIR members, so I think they might have called a timeout. Let me see. I'm currently asking AESIR if there was a timeout. I think there was. Oh, no. All their players are back, so we might see... We might be ready to go. Okay. I think it's after map... Oh, well, that we just did map 2. I'll just let Ninja handle the headset giveaway there. Hitman, how's it going? Good to see you. And big thanks to everybody here. 55 people joining me this evening to watch this amazing game between these two teams. Hey, Nay. Always appreciate you showing up. And here we go. Heading into the final map of tonight's series. Who's going to walk away as the winner? Is it going to be AESIR? Or Is it going to be Aspect? Well, AESIR are the only team that can win this. Aspect can tie it, but they can't win it. So we'll see what is going to happen. Currently, the sites are downstairs. We've got Workshop and Pump. As we have Aspect on the defense, AESIR on the offense. Make sure teams are right here. No, they weren't. Good thing. Good thing I caught that. AESIR starting off on the offensive half, and Aspect will be on defense. It's an argument. I've seen the argument that Chip is offense-sided, Chip is defense-sided. I think it comes down to how well you understand the map, and then you'll see that you'll see its true beauty, that it can be either very offense-sided or defense-sided, depending on how well your team plays it. We see Solo over in Red Engine at the moment. Hotline opening up that window there as Plunge looking to make their way through to lower gray. Onslaught of frag grenades is faded, nearly killed there. Here comes Tech9 Jr. Oh my goodness, is Solo find the kill on Plunge. Red dropping both Faded and Solo. And a massacre in Red Engine is just finding Red. Just over in Green Engine as Tech9 looks to make their way through fire. 2 minutes on the clock. It's a 3 versus 3. Good start from AESIR, but Aspect have been quick to respond here. We see a breach onto Workshop, a 2-prong. One from Red Engine as Hotline makes their way into Site P. Determined Fear finding the kill on I Blame My Aim is Big Lunch, a new player for Aspect. Picking up the kill on Determined Fear. Hotline by Red Engine. 2 versus 2. Big Lunches on 1 HP. Ship is bad. No, you just don't understand. A minute 20 on the clock. Workshop as AESIR switching things up, and Jess is really caught here, finding one on Tech9 Jr., but Hotline finds the kill on Jess, the double on Big Lunch to give AESIR their first round here on Ship. Remember that if AESIR gets to round 6 here, they will have automatically won, because they wouldn't give Aspect enough time to tie it, and they already to win it. Aspect have to win this in order to tie the match overall, if that makes sense. Rounds are not calculated anymore. That was a preseason thing. So there can be ties in league matches. Ship, yes! Shimi Marui gets it! Oh, Heine won the giveaway. Very, very nice. Just been informed by Ninja Salad. Hey, by the way, thanks, Ninja, for taking care of the giveaway. Congratulations to Heine. Hold on, let me 3 claps there. We don't have too much time to clap for Heine. Solo already finding a kill on Red. Determined Fear will pick up that refrag. Good opening for, well, I guess it's kind of a neutral opening. Both teams have lost a player. Here's Faded upstairs in long hallway. What? What a crazy, crazy tuck there from Faded. Breaching foam on the navigation hatch as Faded finding one on Hotline. Very, very nice quick pick there. Faded might pick up another kill on Determined Fear, who's just watching that door. This is exciting. Big Lunch upstairs, walks right into Determined Fear. And wow, that was some close quarters combat. Faded moving back into the long hallway as AESIR pretty wounded from these flankers upstairs. Here comes one. Frag down as Jess is hit by that frag. Tech9 Jr. swings Jess, but Jess will pick up that kill instead. Determined Fear finding the kill on Jess as Plunge takes out I Blame My Aim. It's now just down to Faded. The pesky roamer upstairs. 1 versus 2. EMP's just been planted by AESIR. Here comes Faded dropping into kitchen. But where are Plunge and Determined are heading up green stairs? Interesting. They're moving up over to the hatch. Ah, they're going to watch the hatch. Smart play. And doesn't give Faded a whole lot of time to respond here. The EMP is in a really tempting spot. I wonder if Faded really sticks their arm out. Oh, they might be able to stick that. No, there's no way. Wow, what a great angle. As Faded, I think, was confused where those shots were coming from at first, but a very solid angle from Determined and Plunge upstairs in the helm. Time will expire on that EMP to give AESIR their second round. As we see Determined taking out Faded at the end of the round. Very, very nice overall gameplay from AESIR, who are now picking up some nice Vezins and some util. This is the Aspect Vezin round as well. What's the play going to be here from AESIR? Let me grab a drink of water and then we'll discuss that. Until then, enjoy the scoreboard. I wonder if we're going to see any SMG plays. Well, I think the only way we would see that is if Aspect lose their Vezin. I think we would probably see at least a SMG play. I don't know if we're going to see it, any other way though. Faded dropping 2 gets refragged by Hotline. Makes entry into Helm over by Coffee right now. The EMP's been dropped. Determined Fear, Plunge over on the other side of Helm. I think this is Port. I think it's Port. hopefully I got that right. Determined Fear finding the kill on Jess. As Plunge with that breaching foam. Goes the detonation from AESIR. 3 versus 3 right now. As here we have I Blame My Aim on the roam, heading up Bruise Stairs, finding 1, finding 2, gets refragged by Plunge. Very, very nice double kill from I Blame there. It's now just down to Plunge. Plunge finding 1 on Big Lunch. It's now a 1 versus 1. I think Plunge saw solo, but the EMP is all the way over by Coffee. Now, Plunge has a lot of time here, 1:40 to play around with. Minute 30. Plunge is in a... Yeah, Plunge... I would say Plunge has a pretty good situation here. Has the frag grenade, the healing syringe. Solo's only got a Vezin, which, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, you can get a 1-tap with a Vezin. It doesn't matter how much utility your opponent has. If you hit him in the head, they're done. But Plunge getting that EMP on the communications terminal there. As it's just down to Solo. That body is a little distracting for Plunge there. As we see Solo actually with a very, very nice flank into Helm. This could actually catch Plunge very, very off guard. Oh my goodness, what a solid headshot by Solo, who's going to get the defuse. That gives Aspect their first round. Beautiful headshot there from Solo. Really great strategy. Again, you know, I mean, you see there exactly what I was saying. Like, you know, it doesn't matter how much utility you have. If your opponent hits you in the head with the Vezin, they're still gonna win that. But wow, very solid. Okay. Aspect running some Vezins. They're able to afford a couple of those. I don't think Big Lunch and Jess can buy right now. Is the play going to be here from AESIR? Aspect have picked up their first round. Now, only on round 4, so the first half could really go either way at this point. I mean, if Aspect suddenly catch fire and absolutely destroy AESIR here, they could actually go 4-2. But AESIR looking to make this a 5-1 at the moment. That's the best case scenario for both teams. Aspect, they could take the lead, go 4-2. AESIR, they could stay in the lead and go 5-1, which would be very dangerous for Aspect. They need to start early, pick up as many rounds as they possibly can in order to tie this. Once again, they can't win it. They can only tie up this whole match. But in order to do that, they're going to need to win this. If AESIR even ties this map, they will win the whole thing. Hotline, setting off a proximity alarm in navigation. Is AESIR? No, AESIR's not going to change up their play. Interesting. They're definitely being a lot more careful about roamers this time, though. They've been caught twice. Once by Faded, the other by I Blame My Aim. And we'll see. AESIR, yeah, again, being a lot more thorough. They've popped open the kitchen hatch. But we see them all rotating over to green-blue. Alright, here's the breach onto cafeteria. Just sitting in the back of cafeteria right now is I Blame over by darts. Oh. Red is caught by some friendly fire there. Minute 20 now left on the clock. It's Determined Fear. Just watch end of that blue hallway there. Ooh. Almost getting caught by Aspect, but not quite. AESIR are running out of time. They've left themselves with a minute on the clock. They've got to push into the site, but Aspect, once again, have some very solid positioning here. They're slowing down AESIR. They're forcing them to make a move. Solo finding the kill on Tech 9. Looks to swing that corner, but Determined Fear will pick that kill up on Solo. Big Lunch will recover the Cyclone there. So 4 versus 4. And where's the play from AESIR? They've got 30 seconds. They've got to make a move here. I Blame My Aim. Sitting in darts. Very nice angle. This could catch Red. Uh-oh. Could be very bad. Faded finding the kill on Determined Fear. As AESIR dropping into cafeteria. Faded dropping 2. Red finding Big Lunch as I Blame takes out Red. Plunge is now on a last stand here. It gets that EMP planted. Is kind of stuck in this kitchenette here. As we see Plunge taking out Jess, but Faded just able to pick up that final kill. And it was a very solid try from Plunge. But look at this. Aspect are going to get this defuse, and they tie this game up on round 4. Great round from Aspect. Again, if we're talking about the strategies, best case scenario for Aspect, 4-2. Best case for AESIR right now is also a 4-2. They Could go either way at this point. Aspect have traded some rounds here. They've now gone 2 rounds in a row. AESIR started off with some very nice momentum, but as things have progressed, Aspect has adapted very well and found some very nice kills on AESIR. Okay, there you go, Faded. Faded having some problems with the door blocker there, but able to get up there eventually. So where's AESIR going to go this time? Well, we see there might be a hatch play by storage. It's navigation and comms are the sites right now. See Tech9 Jr. with that drone. As Determined Fear making their way along with Red into the helm. Coffee right now. Solo in a long hallway. See Plunge making their way in. Solo finding a kill on Determined Fear. Looks to pick up a second on Red. Just rotating back into the site. 2 minutes 20 on the clock right now. As Plunge, Hotline, both in helm. What is AESIR going to do? Yeah, frag toss under the navigation door blocker. It takes out the static field emitter. Solo finding another kill onto Red. Tech9 Jr. pushing up through that smoke. In that static field emitter right now. Empty gun. Solo swings out, finds the kill on Tech9 Jr. Will get refragged by Hotline. I blame my aim downstairs right now on the flank. This Plunge still watching long hallway. AESIR have got to be careful here. Oh my goodness, a solid frag from Faded. That's another highlight for the highlight reel here. Here comes I Blame My Aim up blue stairs. As Hotline, last AESIR member, and is caught out by Jess. Look at this. Aspect have taken the lead here in this first half. Now, again, best case scenario for them right now is to pick up this last round on offense, or on defense, and go into the second half 4-2. AESIR, best thing for them right now is to go 3-3. Right, let's see that again. I want to see that. Here we go. Plunge. Look at that. Faded with another incredible frag. Wow, just great reads all around for those frag plays from Aspect. Sorry, I forgot. Lost my train of thought there. We'll take a look at the scoreboard next round, but currently upstairs. This is kind of interesting. Here. I'll have to try this in the future. Sorry about that. But here we go. Into round 6. This is the last round of this first half. Remember that we're not playing any more maps past this one. A drone upstairs from AESIR. This is their last chance to tie it up heading into the second half. Again, starting off with some nice momentum, just ultimately didn't work out their way for 3 rounds in a row, actually. Aspect have gotten a hat trick on them. Best stream in a while. Well, I appreciate that. I felt like I've been all over the place tonight, so apologies for that. But here we go with a breach on Kitchen. As Tech9 Jr. up on that table. They're looking to find some shots in, but nobody in Kitchen at the moment. Jess over in Freezer. As Faded and Solo. Faded has extended out over to the red hallway. Solo in Infirmary. As AESIR, if AESIR full sends it down the kitchen hatch, this could be a nightmare for Aspect to recover from. Jess tossing a frag. Oh my goodness! What a solid frag from Jess. Perfectly timed. That's going to catch Hotline, and it's going to prevent the push from AESIR. I blame my aim. Finding the kill on red is Tech 9 to plunge. Still up in navigation. Oh, I blame my aim on the roam there. Very, very solid. And AESIR are just... they've got to be pulling their hair out with these roams from Aspect. I mean, they've caught them. I think this is the third time now that they've had a really solid roamer upstairs on Aspect that has caught AESIR. If Aspect head into the second half with a 4-2 lead, it could be the catalyst for them to win this map and tie up AESIR overall in the series. Big launch with a collateral there as Plunge finding the kill on Faded. And there you have it. Aspect are going into the second half 4-2. Oh, I certainly hope I caught that collateral from Big Lunch on the highlight. I might have missed the button. I think I possibly missed the button. Let's take a look at the replay. Did I catch the right one? Oh, I did. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Look at this. Wait, no, that's not the right one. No! Well, I mean, we could always go back in the VOD and clip it later, but there you have it. What a solid collateral there from Big Lunch. Here we go. Scoreboard. All right. There's only... Well, I mean, there's still quite a few rounds left in this game, but Aspect only needs 3 to win this whole thing against AESIR. We'll see who has the better defense here on ship. Whether it's going to be AESIR bringing this to a tie, or Aspect using their defense to get those rounds that they needed to beat AESIR on this one. We'll find out what happens. Starting right now. Let me put that scoreboard away before I forget about it again. I heard a breach. Yeah, okay. It was the helm hatch over here. I think this is port. I certainly hope this is port. We see a drone moving in. Red finding a nice kill on Faded. Solo getting ready to push into communications. Aspect have started off with some very, very nice pistol rounds and getting early momentum. So we could see... Did I say Aspect or AESIR? So I hope I said AESIR, because AESIR have had some very solid pistol rounds here. So we could see them finding some early momentum here. And Defense is determined with a very, very nice kill on Solo there. A 3 versus 5 right now. Jess over by Coffee. Oh, wow. These frags have been on point all night. 2 minutes now left on the clock as Hotline pushing up over to the computers. Minute 45 left on the clock as Big Lunch, Hotline on the opposite sides of the wall. Big Lunch looks to pick up that kill. Hotline found the kill and Jess looks to swing. Iblane taking out Hotline. Iblane with a double. And AESIR got a bit greedy there. Plunge finding Iblane, however. It's now just down to Big Lunch, who's got to clutch this up, take out the remaining AESIR players. Covers that frag. There it is. Whoa. Doesn't find anybody, but Determined Fear will pick up the kill on Big Lunch. And there you have it. It's 3-4. Red with this master juggling. Very, very impressive. That could be play of the game. No, it's still Faded's frag. Still Faded's frag. Although there have been... We'll probably get like an hour of highlights out of this alone, because this has been a very, very solid game for both of these teams. Alright. AESIR now 1 round off of tying up with Aspect. Remember, one more time, that if AESIR makes it to round 6, they will win this match against Aspect. Alright, here we go. Sights are once again downstairs, or second floor, I guess. Kitchen and cafeteria as Aspect getting ready to push in long hallway. Here comes a drone moving into Storage, and then down long hallway. Red is actually upstairs in Helm right now, as AESIR looking to turn the tables on Aspect and send an annoying roamer of their own upstairs. But this is an early breach onto the kitchen hatch. Aspect are just full sending it. They're already in the site. Solo finding Hotline as Determined Fear is taken out by Jess. Plunge will catch the refrag on Jess as Solo takes out Tech Knight Jr. Plunge finds Faded as Solo will catch that refrag of Plunge. Here comes Red on the flank. Big Lunge taking out Red! And Aspect have secured their 5th round here. They need just 2 more rounds to win this map, and then they could tie it up with AESIR. The only team this season to have beaten AESIR, and you know, this could be crazy if they tie it up and deny the win from AESIR once again. I mean, these two teams neck and neck. I don't know. Is there another team that could possibly challenge AESIR as much as Aspect have tonight? Maybe Eternity, maybe Formula 3. Some of those other top NA teams. I don't know. Anybody have any teams that they could beat? That's pretty open-ended, so I'm sure we'll get some interesting answers. But yeah, who do you think would be able to beat AESIR? I don't know. I still think Aspect is the best matchup for AESIR. I think they've beaten AESIR before, so I think they're a very, very solid team, and they've played very well tonight. If this comes to a stalemate, I would be very, very entertained nonetheless. We see that breach was synchronized perfectly. It's just taking out Red. Very nice opening from Aspect as they're already getting ready to move in on navigation. We see some shots fired through the long hallway wall. There's the breach from storage. As Aspect getting ready to move in. Determined Fear finding Ivor Naim. Very nice frag. Jess picking up a refrag on Determined Fear. Faded, tossing a frag in. Plunge is going to walk right into the frag grenade as Tech Knight Jr. takes out Jess. Faded, finding Plunge again with another solid frag, and it's a 2 versus 2. It's down to Tech Knight Jr. and Hotline. This could be so big for Aspect. If they pick up this round, it could be a win for Aspect right now, but we'll see. Solo getting ready to move into communications as Tech Knight Jr. firing some shots at that door. Big Lunch and Solo have entered into the room. Hotline finding one. Tech Knight Jr. finding the other. And AESIR pick up their 4th round here. They're now just 2 rounds off of winning. Wow. Okay. What is going to happen here? Oh, it's not good for Aspect. That last round was... they needed to win that last round here in order to have some eco to comfortably skate to the win here, but they're on a force eco. This could be devastating for Aspect. They've beaten AESIR before on an eco round, but let's see. Sorry about that. Quick drink of water. Who won? So AESIR won map 1. Map 2 was a tie. Here comes a drone moving into weapons. Hotline is kind of isolated in there. Here comes Plunge and Tech Knight Jr. for the reinforcements. Hotline will be able to escape, but not before taking some damage. As we see a drone moving through. Solo is just kind of trapped in this prison here. Able to break that first door blocker. Plunge with the frag grenade prep. This could be devastating to Aspect if thrown right. Tech Knight Jr. finding the kill on Justice. Solo takes out Hotline. Solo dropping a second. Here comes Determined Fear looking to pick up a kill. Determined picking up 1, picking up 2, picking up 3. Determined gets refragged as red finds I Blame by aim. And AESIR with a 5-5 game right now. It all comes down to this next round. The connoisseurs are sweating right now. I'm sweating right now. I don't know. This could go either way between these two teams right now. Aspect with the Vezin here. 4 Vezins against 5 Vezins. No, it is. Is it 5 Vezins? Big Lunch with the Spectral. Okay, no. Big Lunch, I think, has bought some attachments for everybody else. Aspect, they are going to need to pull the rabbit out of the hat here. They need to win 2 rounds. AESIR needs to win 1. Could this be the revenge win from AESIR? The only team to have ever beaten them here. They only need 2 rounds to win, but AESIR, again, only needs 1. Who's going to win? Drone moving into gray stairs. Solo faded, making their way over to the red hallway. A solid frag. Oh, that gets Big Lunch on half health. Very, very nice read as Hotline picks up the kill on Faded. Not a good start at all for Aspect. They do have 2 heals. I'm not going to use one on Big Lunch right now, though. Big Lunch will pick up that EMP. Is being quite the nuisance, and Determined Fear is probably going to be even more annoying for Aspect. They have bunks covered. They've got red hallway covered. I think Aspect's best bet right now would be to switch up the push and go in on Cafeteria. We see I Blame and Solo watching that hatch into kitchen. Solo will pick up that breaching foam. I think. Uh-oh. I think they're going to try and go through Cafeteria. Minute 40 left on the clock. There's the breach on the Cafeteria. A static field emitter. It's quite pesky for Aspect. The Big Lunch will pick up the kill on Hotline. Gets refragged by Tech9 Jr. It's a 4 versus 3. Jess outside in lounge with that cloaking device. I Blame A and picks up the kill on Determined Fear. We see Red Tech9 Jr. in kitchen. 3 versus 3. Plunge is in Cafeteria right now as Jess gets ready to peek. Oh my goodness. Plunge almost found the kill on Jess there, who will recover that EMP. Less than a minute on the clock right now. It could go either way. But Jess will rotate back out. And I think Aspect are getting ready to push in on kitchen. Solo is watching the kitchen hatch. If they can establish into kitchen, Aspect might be able to win this. Here comes Solo. Here comes Jess. Here comes I Blame. I Blame picking up the kill on red. Jess has got to get that EMP planted down. And it's got to go down now. 25 seconds left on the clock. This could be it as Solo picks up the kill on Tech9 Jr. It's just down to Plunge, who's the last AESIR player remaining in this round. This could be massive for Aspect. Plunge has got to cook here in order to get this round. Solo. Oh my goodness, Plunge finds one on Solo. Looks to pick up a second on I Blame. But Jess secures the refrag! And Aspect have moved this game to match point. And if you thought this round was stressful, this round is going to be even more stressful. Because whoever wins this is going to determine the fate of the series. If AESIR wins this, they will win the whole thing. Because they won the first map and they tied the second map. So if they tie this map, that would mean AESIR would win. But Aspect, they tied the second map. If they win this map, the scores would be even and it would be a tie. Aspect wouldn't count this as a loss against AESIR. we shall see what happens. Again, all coming down to this. Who is going to win? The connoisseurs have probably filled up buckets with sweat right now because this was skewed a lot more in favor of AESIR. Really, it could go either way at this point. Now, AESIR, they're on an eco round here. Could we see Aspect do it? Don't count AESIR out yet. They're not, I mean, they're not chumps over here. They're the #1 team for a reason. If anybody can make an eco round work, it's them. We see Red upstairs on the roam. Aspect have got to be so careful with this push. They could either win it all or lose it all. Determined Fear over in Red Engine right now. Might be caught by Jess here. Is caught by Jess, but Determined Fear will secure that refrag and recovers a Vezin. Oh my goodness, this could be really bad for Aspect. They've given a Vezin to Determined Fear, who's now tossing it over to Hotline. But Determined will get picked up by Solo. Hotline tossing a solid frag into Red Engine, but Solo will be able to escape that. It's a 4 versus 4. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. Very nice teamwork there from Determined Fear, tossing the Vezin to Hotline. 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes the drone over to Pump. Could we see Aspect push in and get that EMP planted? There's not a very good angle from AESIR onto Pump right now. So if they can get this EMP planted fast, Big Lunch finding the kill on Tech9 Jr. Where is Red? Coming in for the flank as Faded picks up the kill on Plunge. It's now just a 2 versus 4. It's down to Hotline and Red as Red picks up 1 on Big Lunch. Now a 3 versus 2. Solo might be caught by Hotline here. The EMP has not been planted. Solo getting hit by Hotline as there's a minute 20 left on the clock. Who is going to walk away the winner here? Minute 15 on the clock is Faded going around for the flank. Hotline will pick up the kill on Faded. Red has also recovered a Vezin. We see Solo over in Green Engine at the moment looking for that kill on Hotline. I blame over in the breach. They haven't gotten the EMP planted, and it's in a very, very tough spot to recover. There's 50 seconds left on the clock. Who is going to walk away as the winner? I blame now moving into Pump. About to swing Red. Finds the kill on Red. It's just down to Hotline. I blame swings Hotline. And Aspect are your winners. They win map 3, and they are going to tie this series up. That's got to feel good for Aspect, and a very, very solid game from both of these teams. Wow, can you believe that? I don't think Aspect can believe that right now. This came down to the wire. An extremely solid 2v2 from Hotline and Red. But very, very well played to Aspect. And I mean, these teams, wow. They're going to tie it up. And that was just so solid from both sides. AESIR with an incredible opening to this game. Factory was just tremendous, from tremendous gameplay from AESIR. They kind of dominated that 7-3. Then we got over to Hideout where, Aspect were able to pick up those early rounds, and it looked like they might get the win. But ultimately, they were tied up by AESIR, who came back in the second half. And then we get to Ship, which started off looking very solid for AESIR. It looked like they might run away with this, but Aspect brought it back, and then AESIR brought it back, and it came down to this final round. And wow, Aspect are your winners of map 3, but overall the series will end in a tie. We don't calculate off of rounds anymore, so right now it ends up as a tie between these two maps, and for Aspect, it's got to feel like a win. So, wow. But yeah, that is going to do it for tonight. Big congratulations to both of these teams. and I guess to AESIR and to Aspect here. Aspect able to preserve their status of never losing to AESIR. They tied them up. They beat them once, so AESIR are going to look to bring it back, and this is starting to turn into a pretty big rivalry here. It's so we'll see what happens. Who is going to walk away here and enter the championships, which are going to be coming up fairly soon. Now, before we get into sponsors, a quick announcement that this coming week, starting tomorrow, is going to be an off week for the VRML due to the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday. So no matches will be generated. I don't know if they're going to do challenge matches. I'm not sure about the ruling on that off the top of my head, but no official matches will be happening this week, or I guess week 11. So when we come back, it will be week 11, and we're getting towards the ending of season 1 here. We're going to have to start thinking about championships pretty soon, but that is going to do it for us tonight. Again, one more big shout out to our sponsors. Starting off with VR Cover. VR Cover offers high quality hygiene and comfort solutions for popular headsets. VR Cover's face cushions greatly enhance the comfort of any VR device, allowing you to play in VR comfortably for longer. Use code VRCoverQ3 for a discount on Quest 3 products. Next up, Helga, the manager bot. Are you tired of juggling schedules, stats, communication for your esports team? Say hello to Helga, which helps with availability, scheduling, communication with opponents, and statistical analysis. To get started, you can join their Discord linked in the chat or on the VRML Breachers /onward website. Of course, HyperX. We get 15% off MRSP off of fully priced HyperX products in North America using code HXVRML23. Big thanks to HyperX for sponsoring the stream here. Congratulations to Heyne once again for winning that headset. And of course, ProTube VR, your one-stop shop for controller peripherals. They provide the best VR rifles, rifle mounts, and VR accessories. Of course, Exclaim, the official merch store for the VRML. If you're interested in an exclusive store-wide discount while supporting the league, consider affiliating with the VRML via Exclaim. And finally, last but certainly not least, Triangle Factory, the developers of Breachers, who are providing a very generous amount to our prize pool of which is now over $9,000 in cash and hardware. So big thanks to Triangle Factory. They also are providing Breachers VRML with 2 gun skins, one that you can purchase for credits when it comes out, the second that is awarded to the top 8 teams in each region. So these 2 teams playing for that right now, and we'll see what happens with the race for these skins later on. But that is going to do it for this match tonight. Once again, I'm Gibular Bob. I am so thankful that all of you have joined me for this match tonight. I hope I wasn't too overbearing here, but yeah, that is going to do it, and I will see you all later. Have a very, very good night, everybody.
VRML is brought to you by Triangle Factory, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover. Thanks for watching VRML.